This also, I'm doing this live on Facebook, but I just wanted to talk a little bit. I was doing some self-development this morning, and I was like, it got me all fired up because it just kind of connected a piece that I think is really missing in this industry. And when people see this industry and they see the potential, they look at it a certain way. And even once they join, we call it the side hustle, right? That's what I called it for the longest time. Even when I went full time doing this, I was like, I'm making my side hustle my regular hustle. But I had to really change my mind from it's a hustle to it's a business. I'm running a business. It's not a hustle, it's a business. And I had to change my mentality, and I had to really step into the realization that I'm a part of a big unified community. I'm a part of a company that literally gives you the blueprint with how to succeed. I have all the resources, I have the leadership, I have the tools right at my fingertips. And I have, those tools to build something lasting. And I have the support to grow in this industry. And y'all know I have the passion. I'm showing up every day. I'm committed. I'm disciplined, and I'm showing up that way every day. And I think you have to pull out that piece that if you're hustling, if it's a hustle, you're going to be in here doing it as your side thing. It's what you do when you're not doing your regular stuff, right? When you're hustling, you're trying to get the most out of something for yourself. And y'all, that's how I started. I started with a different company, and my focus was I'm trying to be bougie. I'm trying to build a lifestyle. I can't afford myself, so I'm going to go get me some side money. This is a side hustle. And, when you enter it with that mindset, you're trying to build something for yourself right now, quickly, that's going to last you for the next however many years, right? But when you're running a business, your mindset changes, and you're bringing people together, and you're all going to get what you need for right now. And then you're going to, as this group, take it to the next level. You're all going to go in different levels, and you're all going to get more. And my mind has really had to shift in that. I had to really look at what does the leadership actually look like, because to me, I didn't respect the leaders who were like bossing me around, telling me what to do, having me prove what I'm getting done that day. Like, that's disrespectful, y'all. I'm hitting ranks. I'm doing my work. You're not going to sit here and tell me to prove that to you. You're not going to give me the stamp of approval to tell me whether I'm leading or not. And I had to switch, from what leadership is supposed to look like to what it really is. And for me, leadership has everything to do with you. It starts with you. It starts with you showing up every day for yourself, getting on a schedule, getting your stuff figured out. And then it moves into showing up with your team, for your people. How are you leading them? Are you leading them from the front, and are you down in the trenches with them? Or are you up here with your feet propped up telling them what to do? I had to learn that. I had to learn the difference. I had to learn that, my girls are going to come first, and then my stuff will grow organically, but I'm putting them before myself. And that doesn't mean I'm going to do it for them. I'm not out here to build people. I'm not out here to manipulate or say, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're tight. You're going first. Like, let's get as many people under you and do this and that. And I'm going to move everyone here and here and here. And I'm going to build you to success. No, this industry, this is a self-made business, y'all. I'm not here to do it for you, but I'm going to give you the tools to learn how to do it yourself, and how to teach people how to do it and duplicate that. I'm trying to demonstrate what I want to duplicate, and I'm not here to build people. I wasn't built. This is self-made. So I'm not going to sit here and teach my people to build their teams for them. Like, that's where I came from, but that's not where I'm at now, y'all. That's not what I teach over here. That's not how I lead. That's not, it's not my responsibility to get you where you want to go. I will help you. I will pour into you. I will do everything I can to help you learn how to do it and to help you implement that and take action. But I'm not going to do it for you, and I'm not going to, beg you to show up for yourself. That's where I was. That's not where I'm at now. And I think another realization that I had is that when you start to get good at what you're doing and you're providing a great service and you're, you know, confident in what you're doing, you stop negotiating, right? I stopped the cold messaging. I stopped the charting. I stopped paying buttloads of money for products that I'm offering. Like, I'm not trying to spend a ton of money on something that I'm providing for other people. Like, I understand sometimes you got to invest, but it's not an investment if I'm just pouring money into it and I'm not actually making anything, right? And I'm not going to tell other people to do that. But when you figure out a way that works, when you find the right vehicle, and when you start providing a good service and you're starting to become the best and confident at what you're doing, you get to start demanding. And I'm not saying that in like a bossy way. I'm not demanding people to show up. I'm not demanding people to do this and that, but I'm setting the tone for my day. I'm making my own demands for myself and my habits and all that stuff. I'm not sitting here negotiating and desperately trying to make sales, right? Like that's not where I'm at. And for a lot of people who are hustling, who this is a hustle for, you're still negotiating, you know, you're still doing those things. And I mean, I think where you're at has to do with that, but I also think it starts with you. You have to read the blueprint, right? You have to go into those sources. You have to become knowledgeable. You have to be resourceful. You can't just rely on everyone to give you the answers. You have to go find them. So you find the right vehicle, you find the blueprint, and you read it, and you become the best at what you do. And then you're going to come together with the people who are like-minded, but who have different walks of life, who have different experience. And you're going to come together because you are all the best at what you're doing, and you all have that confidence, and you all have these skills, and you're going to come together with others who have done the same thing. And y'all are all going to take that to the next level. You're all going to become the best. And y'all, that's how this team has become number one in this whole company, right? Like that fires me up. We've got the CEO, like, hello, what are y'all doing so I can continue to teach this? Like, y'all, that's crazy. Okay. That gets me so excited to be a part of something like that. But then it still falls on me, right? That's the other thing I had to step into realizing, is that it is my responsibility to also become the best. I can't rely on my leadership. They're great. They provide awesome resources. They show me, you know, the do's and don'ts. They show me, you know, I've learned so much from them. They show me how, but now it's my turn. It's my turn to duplicate that. It's my turn to teach my girls that. It's my responsibility to help them become the best. I'm not sitting here trying to have people follow me and be like, this is how it's done, y'all. Watch and learn, and maybe they'll pick it up. No, I'm here to empower you. I'm here to grow leaders, not followers. I'm here to teach you not to just blindly follow my lead, but to learn and to teach me things. Become the best at what you're doing, but don't rely on somebody else to make you who you want to be. It's on you. You know what I mean? You becoming the best is what's going to help you make the difference in someone else's life. And it takes you to change somebody's life. I can't sit here and be like, okay, y'all, this is what I got. This is what I have my hands on. And then you come in and I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's follow the leader. Like, no, I'm the leader. I need to empower you with how to do this and how to teach other people how to do this. And the minute you step into this, you're stepping into leadership. And I think people get confused by that because, like, they're like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to lead, but I'm going to teach you how. You know what I mean? And that's powerful. You're making the difference. But you have to be, it has to start with you. And then you step in and help be a part of this system. And the system is what's going to continue that work. So that's why we have such a massive team. That's why we have so many people here. And that's why we have such, you know, a really huge community of so many different people. But it all comes down to you. It starts with you, and you have to have the commitment, right? I couldn't come into this and treat it as a side hustle forever. I had to shift my mind because I'm not going to go kill it just by being interested. I'm not gonna show commitment and discipline and how to lead by just being interested, by just being like, oh yeah, I do it in my free time. No. And y'all, like, I went from interested to killing it. I went from interested to committed, and now I've been in transition from being committed to being fully committed. I quit my job, y'all. I was working full time, and my Tucker, like, we are together and we, are supportive of one another, but he wasn't like, okay, yeah, I'm your biggest cheerleader, let's go. He was like, no, you're going to do this. Like, you need to treat this like a job. You need to, be committed. You need to show up for these people. You need to do this and that. And your team is going to respond to your commitment. The world is going to respond to what you're committed to and what you're showing up for. I left my job. I don't got benefits over here. It's a risk. And I'm not going to get anywhere by just being interested or tweedle deedle in my way. No, I have to grow my mind. I have to help people. I have to empower other people with how to do it. And if you don't know how, and you're just blindly following and you're not taking any action and you're still like, okay, I see her doing this, but I don't know how to implement it into my own life, it's your responsibility to go get that. It's your responsibility to reach out and say, okay, hey, here's the specific area where I need work. How do I do that? How do I grow here? And it's my responsibility to take your hand and meet you where you're at and say, okay, here's the tools. Here's what we're going to put into action. But then you have to put it into action, right? I didn't, sit here asking my upline 8 million questions every single day and saying, okay, what do I say to this? How do I respond to this? What do I do with this? No, I had to go learn and grow, and I'm not always going to get it right. I still don't always get it right, but I'm stepping into my power and realizing that it starts with me, and I'm committed to that. I'm excited about that. And it takes switching your mind from, okay, this is my side hustle, to I'm part of a business. I have a responsibility here. I have a responsibility to empower people and teach them how and help them put that into action and teach them how to duplicate that down the line. And I think there's a huge disconnect with what leadership is supposed to look like, what bringing your team to success looks like, but it doesn't start with you hitting the top and then being like, okay, here's how you do it, and not actually showing anyone. It starts with you leading from the front. It starts with you setting the tone. It starts with you showing up. It starts with your discipline, your commitment, how you structure your day, how you're talking to yourself, your own confidence, your own belief in yourself. And how do you get to those things? You get to it through experience. You get to it through getting out of your comfort zone. I wasn't comfortable. I got to learn a lot. And here I am 2 years later, halfway to the top of the company and duplicating that down the line. I'm not here to build people and show up for people and be committed for people who are doing it half-ass. Let's be real. No, I'm here and I'm going to pour into the people who have shifted their mind into, I'm committed to this, I'm showing up, and I'm going to do this for other people. I'm here for the people who decided, it's not just a hustle. It's not just about me. I'm here to make a difference, y'all. And that is a huge thing that just kind of clicked. I've been stepping into that. I've been finding my footing as a leader. And that is something that really, really shook me, especially this morning. And I just had to go on here and share. I won't take up too much of y'all's day, but I just wanted to get on here and share that it has everything to do with your commitment. It starts with you. And then from there, you bring something to the table, you enter yourself into this group, into this system, and you continue that work, right? You use that layered leadership, you use, teaching people different things so that they can teach others. And then, it's not your life. It's not your whole thing. Yeah, I do this full time, but this isn't what dictates my life. I work this business into my life. I didn't make this business my whole life. You know what I mean? But it does connect in so many ways because I'm growing in a holistic way, which is also just really exciting. And that's kind of what keeps it going full circle and keeps my passion in it is that I'm continuing to grow and I get to share this information and help other people do the same. And that's a big part of why I do this. That's part of why I got on here and wanted to share, because it was a big like aha moment for me and I needed to put it out there. But I hope this touched someone. I hope this kind of helped put into perspective what I do, how it works, how the leadership works, you know, that side of it. Maybe you're already in network marketing and you're just in that stuck, like, my team's not winning, I'm only kind of winning, like, how do I keep it moving? Like, that's how. And I mean, yes, there's different ways to structure your day. There's different tools that go into it. Like, I'm not just on here talking out of my butt. Like, I have a lot of structure and discipline with my day, and I'm helping girls figure that out with their own schedules because, like I said, we all come from different places. A lot of us are, you know, like me, where you're, it's just you and your mans and you're doing this full time. Great. But there's also a lot of people who are moms, single moms with jobs, girls in college with other jobs. You know, everybody has a lot of life going on. The key is just to switch your mindset and be committed and take action and figure out how to implement it in your day. And that's a whole different subject, but it all starts with your mindset. And your mindset will shift from when you start to as you're continuing to go. And I just needed to share that. So yeah, I'll stop rambling now. Y'all have a beautiful Friday. Have an awesome weekend. If y'all have questions, if you need help with anything, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here to empower people. I'm here to help in any way that I can. So yeah, that's all I got. Y'all have an amazing weekend. Happy Friday. Bye, y'all.